Mistress Rosa sat on her porch, the sun casting a warm glow over her small garden, where vibrant flowers danced gently in the breeze. At 75, she found herself at a crossroads, torn between the love she felt for her family and the deep yearning for her own independence. Her children, now grown and busy with their own lives, often visited, filling her home with laughter and stories. Yet, as much as she cherished these moments, there was a part of her that longed for solitude, for the freedom to explore her own interests and passions without the weight of responsibility. As she sipped her tea, memories flooded her mind. Days spent painting in the quiet of her studio, evenings lost in the pages of a good book, and the thrill of spontaneous adventures she once embraced. But with each passing year, the expectations of family life seemed to grow heavier, and the guilt of wanting more began to creep in. Mistress Rosa's journey was not just about finding a balance between her love for her family and her desire for personal freedom. It was about understanding that both could coexist. This story unfolds with warmth and emotional challenges, revealing how Mistress Rosa navigates the delicate dance of independence and familial love. Through her experiences, readers will find valuable insights into the struggles many face in their later years, learning that it is possible to honor both the bonds of family and the call of one's own heart. In the end, Mistress Rosa discovers that embracing her own needs does not diminish her love for her family. Instead, it enriches it, allowing her to be the best version of herself for those she holds dear. Rosa wakes up each morning to the soft light filtering through her kitchen window, the smell of cinnamon and vanilla filling the air as she prepares French toast for her grandchildren. The golden brown slices sizzle gently on the griddle, and she hums a cheerful tune, her heart swelling with joy. As she serves the warm, syrup-drizzled breakfast, she shares whimsical tales of her own childhood adventures, her voice animated and full of life. The laughter of her grandchildren dances around the room, creating a melody that warms her soul. After breakfast, the mornings flow into afternoons filled with homework help. Rosa sits at the kitchen table, surrounded by crayons, books, and the occasional spilled juice. She patiently guides her grandchildren through their math problems and reading assignments, her heart swelling with pride as they grasp new concepts. Each moment spent together is a treasure, a chance to share knowledge and wisdom while building a bond that feels unbreakable. The joy she feels in these simple acts of care gives her a sense of purpose that brightens her days. Recent studies, like those from Stanford University, highlight the benefits of intergenerational living, showing how relationships between grandparents and grandchildren can enhance emotional well-being for both. Rosa feels this truth in her bones. The laughter, the shared stories, and the love exchange create a nurturing environment that enriches their lives. She knows that her presence in their lives is not just about helping with homework or making breakfast. It's about creating a legacy of love and support that will carry on through generations. As the sun begins to set, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Rosa reflects on her day. The demands of caring for her grandchildren are many, but the rewards are immeasurable. Each hug, each smile, and each moment of connection fills her heart with warmth. She feels grateful for the life she leads, one that is both idyllic and demanding, yet profoundly fulfilling. In these moments, she knows she is exactly where she is meant to be, surrounded by love and laughter. Rosa moved through her days with a quiet rhythm, the kind that often goes unnoticed. She woke early, prepared breakfast, and sent her daughter Lucia off to school, all while juggling the demands of her own work and household chores. It was a routine that had become second nature. Yet lately, a subtle weight began to settle on her shoulders. One afternoon, while folding laundry in the living room, she overheard Lucia talking to a friend on the phone. "My mom is such a blessing," Lucia said, her voice bright and full of affection. Rosa paused, her heart swelling with pride, but it was quickly followed by a pang of something else, an ache that whispered of her own sacrifices in that moment. Rosa felt a conflict brewing within her. She loved being a mother, cherished the bond she had with Lucia, but the praise felt heavy. It was as if Lucia's words were a mirror reflecting back the parts of herself that had faded into the background. Rosa thought of Epicurus, who spoke of time slipping away unnoticed, and she realized how true that was for her. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, all filled with the same tasks, the same routines. She found herself wondering where her own dreams had gone. The time she once spent on her hobbies, her interests, had been replaced by the endless cycle of caring for others. It was a choice she had made willingly, yet now it felt like a quiet surrender. The joy of motherhood was intertwined with a longing for her own autonomy, a desire to reclaim the pieces of herself that had been set aside. As she folded the last shirt, Rosa took a deep breath, allowing herself to sit with these feelings. She recognized the love that filled her home, but she also acknowledged the subtle struggle within her. It was a delicate balance, one that required her to reflect on what it meant to be both a mother and an individual. In that gentle introspection, she began to understand that it was possible to honor her role while also nurturing her own spirit. Rosa once relished the occasional visits with her grandchildren, where laughter filled the air and the warmth of their hugs wrapped around her like a cozy blanket. Those moments were bright spots in her life, where she could indulge in the joy of storytelling and play, feeling like a cherished matriarch. But as time passed, her role shifted from a loving grandmother to a full-time caregiver, and the weight of that change began to press down on her like a heavy stone. Dr. Antonio Guil's concept of slave grandmother syndrome captures the essence of what Rosa is experiencing. It describes the emotional and physical toll that caregiving can take on grandmothers who find themselves overwhelmed by the demands of raising their grandchildren. For Rosa, the joy of being with her grandchildren became intertwined with a sense of loss. Each day, she felt her own life slipping away, like sand through her fingers. The vibrant woman who once had dreams and aspirations now found herself caught in a cycle of endless chores, sleepless nights, and the constant worry of meeting the needs of her family. As she navigated this emotional roller coaster, Rosa cherished the moments when her grandchildren would giggle at her silly faces or snuggle close during story time. Those fleeting instances of joy were like bright stars in a dark sky, reminding her of the love that still existed. Yet, with each laugh, there was an undercurrent of sadness, a reminder of her own fading identity. She often caught herself staring out the window, longing for the freedom to pursue her own interests, to reconnect with friends, or simply to enjoy a quiet cup of tea without interruption. The fatigue began to seep into her bones, making even the simplest tasks feel monumental. Rosa would wake up each morning with a sense of dread, knowing that the day ahead would be filled with demands that left little room for her own needs. The emotional toll was just as heavy. Guilt would wash over her when she felt overwhelmed, as if wanting a moment for herself was a betrayal to her family. She loved her grandchildren fiercely, but the relentless cycle of caregiving began to dim the light in her eyes. In the quiet moments when the house was finally still, Rosa would reflect on her journey. She felt like a ship lost at sea, tossed by waves of obligation and expectation, yearning for the shore of her own life. The laughter of her grandchildren echoed in her heart, a bittersweet melody that reminded her of the love they shared, but also of the sacrifices she had made. It was a delicate balance, one that left her both fulfilled and drained, a testament to the complex nature of love and duty. Rosa's story is a poignant reminder of the challenges many grandmothers face as they navigate the demands of caregiving. It calls for empathy and understanding, urging society to recognize the emotional and physical burdens that can accompany such roles. In the end, Rosa's journey is not just about the love she gives, but also about the importance of caring for herself, so she can continue to be the loving grandmother her grandchildren need. Rosa sat on the porch, the cool night air wrapping around her like a soft blanket. Above her, the stars twinkled, each one a distant reminder of dreams and choices made long ago. As she gazed up, she felt a heaviness in her heart, a weight that had been building for years. It was in this quiet moment, under the vastness of the sky, that she reached her breaking point. The realization washed over her like a cold wave. She had lost her autonomy. Erik Erikson, the psychologist who studied the stages of human development, spoke of the importance of independence in old age. He believed that as people grow older, they must find a way to maintain their sense of self and identity. For Rosa, this was a struggle. She had spent so many years caring for others, putting their needs before her own, that she had forgotten what it felt like to make choices for herself. The roles she had played, mother, wife, friend, had become chains that bound her, rather than the sources of strength they once were. As she contemplated her life, the words of Robert Frost echoed in her mind. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. She wondered if she had taken the right path. Had she chosen the road that led to fulfillment, or had she simply followed the well-trodden path of duty and expectation? The stars seemed to shimmer in response, as if urging her to reflect deeper. Rosa thought about the moments she had let slip away, the dreams she had tucked away in the corners of her mind, She remembered the young woman she once was, filled with hopes and ambitions, ready to take on the world. Now, she felt like a shadow of that person, lost in the roles she had played for so long. The independence she had once cherished felt like a distant memory, and she longed to reclaim it. In that stillness, she allowed herself to feel the sadness of her choices, but also a flicker of hope. Perhaps it was not too late to rediscover herself. The stars above seemed to whisper that life was still full of possibilities. Even in the twilight years, Rosa took a deep breath, feeling the cool air fill her lungs, and for the first time in a long while, she felt a spark of determination. She would not let her identity be defined solely by others. She would seek her own path, even if it meant stepping into the unknown. As she sat there, the night wrapped around her. Rosa realized that her journey was far from over. The stars continued to shine, each one a reminder that she was still here, still capable of making choices that could lead her to a new beginning. With that thought, she felt a sense of peace settle within her, a quiet resolve to reclaim her autonomy and embrace the life that was still waiting for her. Carmela's visit was a turning point in Rosa's journey, a moment that felt like a breath of fresh air after a long, suffocating silence. As soon as Carmela walked through the door, Rosa could see the warmth in her friend's eyes, but she also noticed the way Carmela's gaze lingered on her, taking in the signs of exhaustion etched on her face. It was as if Carmela could see the weight Rosa had been carrying, the fatigue that came from years of putting everyone else's needs before her own. They settled into the cozy living room, and after a few moments of small talk, Carmela gently probed, "Rosa, how are you really doing?" The question hung in the air, and for the first time in a long while, Rosa felt a flicker of safety in sharing her truth. She opened up about her frustrations, the feeling of being lost in a life that seemed to revolve around others. "I don't even know who I am anymore," she admitted, her voice trembling slightly. Carmela listened intently, nodding with understanding. "You know, Rosa," she said softly, "sometimes we lose ourselves in the roles we play, but it's never too late to rediscover who you are." Her words were like a gentle nudge, encouraging Rosa to reflect on her own desires and dreams. Carmela shared her own experiences, emphasizing that independence doesn't mean being alone. It means having the freedom to choose what makes you happy. Drawing from Emerson's wisdom, Carmela reminded Rosa that we are destined to become who we decide to be. "You have the power to shape your own life," she said, her voice filled with conviction. "It's about making choices that align with your true self, not just what others expect of you." As they talked, Rosa felt a spark of hope igniting within her. The transformation began to take root in her mind, and she found herself curious about what her life could look like if she embraced her own happiness. The conversation with Carmela opened a door to possibilities she hadn't considered before, and for the first time in a long time, Rosa felt a sense of excitement about the journey ahead. Rosa stood at her front door, the sunlight spilling into the hallway, warming her skin. Today was the day she would take her first solitary walk in the park. She felt a mix of emotions swirling inside her. Guilt tugged at her heart, whispering that she should be at home, where it was safe and familiar. Hesitation gripped her, making her feet feel heavy as she considered turning back. But deep down, a small voice urged her to step outside, to reclaim a piece of herself that had been lost for too long. As she finally took that first step onto the sidewalk, a wave of relief washed over her. The fresh air filled her lungs, and with each stride, the weight of her worries began to lift. The park was alive with the sounds of laughter and birds singing, and she felt a spark of joy. She walked slowly, taking in the vibrant colors of the flowers and the gentle rustle of the leaves. It was as if the world was welcoming her back, reminding her that she was still part of it. After her walk, Rosa felt a renewed sense of purpose. Inspired by the beauty around her, she decided to enroll in a painting workshop. The thought of picking up a brush again filled her with nervous excitement. She remembered the joy she once felt when creating art, the way colors danced on the canvas, and how she could express herself without words. Yet, as she signed up, a flutter of anxiety crept in. What if she wasn't good enough? What if she felt lost again? But then she recalled a quote by Pablo Picasso, "Inspiration exists, but it has to find you working." This thought ignited a fire within her. She realized that by taking this step, she was inviting inspiration into her life. The possibility of rediscovering her passion filled her with hope. Rosa felt a sense of renewal, as if she was finally opening a door to a brighter future. With each small step she took, she was reclaiming her independence, piece by piece. The journey ahead was still uncertain, but for the first time in a long while, she felt ready to embrace it. Rosa's journey through her painting workshop is nothing short of transformative. At the start, she feels a bit lost, unsure of her place in the world. However, as she picks up her brush and begins to express herself on canvas, something magical happens. The colors come alive, and so does she. Each stroke of paint not only reveals her creativity, but also helps her rediscover her passion for life. Through this workshop, Rosa forms a beautiful friendship with Mistress Consuelo, a fellow artist who shares her love for painting. Their bond grows as they share stories, laughter, and encouragement. Together, they inspire each other to explore new techniques and ideas, creating a supportive environment that fosters growth and joy. This connection is vital for Rosa, as it reminds her that she is not alone on her journey. In addition to painting, Rosa embraces activities like yoga and gardening, which play a crucial role in her transformation. Yoga helps her reconnect with her body, bringing a sense of calm and balance. With each session, she feels her strength and flexibility improve, allowing her to move with grace and confidence. Gardening, on the other hand, allows her to nurture life. As she plants seeds and watches them grow, she feels a renewed sense of purpose. The simple act of tending to her garden fills her with vitality and joy, reminding her of the beauty of growth and change. Research from Harvard University highlights the importance of independence in improving health and life expectancy. This study shows that staying active and engaged in life can lead to better physical and mental well-being. Rosa embodies this idea as she embraces her independence through painting, yoga, and gardening. Each activity not only enhances her health, but also enriches her life, proving that active aging is a pathway to a fulfilling and vibrant existence. Rosa's story is a testament to the power of creativity, friendship, and active living. Through her painting workshop and the connections she makes, she finds her voice and purpose once again. With every brushstroke, yoga pose, and garden bloom, she reclaims her vitality, reminding us all that it's never too late to embrace life with open arms and a joyful heart. Rosa sat at the kitchen table, the sunlight streaming through the window, casting warm patterns on the worn wood. She took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the moment settle on her shoulders. Her daughter Lucia was busy with her phone, scrolling through messages, but Rosa knew it was time to speak. "Lucia," she began, her voice steady but soft, "I've been thinking a lot about my life lately. I've decided that I want to move into my own place." Lucia looked up, her brow furrowing in confusion. "What do you mean, Mom? Why would you want to do that? You have everything you need here." Rosa felt a pang in her heart at the surprise in her daughter's eyes. "I know it seems sudden, but I've been feeling a need for my own space. It's not about leaving you. It's about finding a part of myself that I've set aside for too long. But what about us? What if you feel lonely?" Lucia's voice trembled slightly, a mix of concern and resistance. Rosa reached across the table, taking Lucia's hand in hers. "I understand your worries, sweetheart, but remember what we've talked about, how important it is to live authentically. Just like Sartre said, we are responsible for our own freedom. I want to embrace that freedom, even now." Lucia's eyes glistened with unshed tears. "Tears? But I don't want you to feel like you're losing us. I don't want to lose you." Rosa squeezed her hand gently. "You won't lose me, Lucia. This isn't about separation, it's about growth. I want to show you that it's never too late to seek what makes us truly happy. I want to be an example of living fully, even in later life." Slowly, Lucia's expression began to shift. The initial resistance softened as she processed her mother's words. I guess I understand. You deserve to be happy too." Rosa smiled, a warmth spreading through her. "Thank you for understanding, my dear. This doesn't change our bond. It will only make it stronger. I'll always be your mom, no matter where I live." Lucia nodded, a small smile breaking through her earlier worry. "Okay, Mom, if this is what you really want, then I support you." Rosa felt a wave of relief wash over her. In that moment, she realized that this conversation was not just about her decision. It was about sharing her journey with Lucia, about teaching her the value of freedom and authenticity. As they sat together, hand in hand, the sunlight continued to dance across the table, illuminating the path ahead for both of them. Rosa stood in the doorway of her new apartment, taking a deep breath as she stepped inside. The space was small but filled with potential. It was a blank canvas, waiting for her to paint it with her dreams and personality. As she began to unpack, each item she placed around the apartment told a story about who she was and who she wanted to become. She started with a kitchen, hanging bright, colorful pots and pans that reminded her of her grandmother's cooking. The smell of spices filled the air as she prepared her first meal, a simple pasta dish. It was a small joy, but it made her feel accomplished and independent. The living room soon followed, where she arranged her favorite books on a shelf, each one a piece of her journey. A cozy blanket draped over the couch invited her to relax and enjoy her new space. As Rosa settled into her apartment, she noticed something unexpected happening with her family. They began to visit more often, drawn by the warmth and comfort of her home. Each visit turned into a cherished experience. Her parents would come over for dinner, and they would laugh and share stories around the table. Her younger brother would plop down on the couch, eager to hear about her day and share his own adventures. The apartment became a gathering place, a space where they could connect in a way they hadn't before. Rosa's decision to create a home for herself transformed her relationships. No longer just a daughter or sister, she was now a host, a friend, and a confidant. The walls of her apartment echoed with laughter and love, making it a sanctuary for her family. They would sit together, playing games or watching movies, and in those moments, the bond between them grew stronger. With each passing day, Rosa felt more at ease in her new life. Her apartment was not just a place to live. It was a symbol of her reinvention. It reflected her desires, her hopes, and her journey toward independence. The small joys of setting up her home had blossomed into something much larger, a deeper connection with her family, and a newfound sense of self. As she looked around her apartment, filled with items that spoke to her heart, Rosa smiled. She had built a life that was truly her own, and in doing so, she had brought her family closer together. Each visit was a reminder that home is not just a place. It's the people we share it with, and the love we create within its walls. Rosa had always been the heart of her family, a steady presence that held everyone together. But as she embarked on her own journey of transformation, she began to inspire those around her in ways she never expected. Her daughter, once lost in the daily grind of life, started to see the spark of her own dreams reignite. Watching Rosa embrace her passions and pursue her interests, she felt a gentle nudge to reconnect with her own aspirations. It was as if Rosa's courage to change had opened a door for her daughter, allowing her to step through and rediscover the joy of her own ambitions. Rosa's grandchildren, too, were touched by her journey. They watched their grandmother take bold steps toward independence, and it sparked a fire within them. They learned that personal growth was not just a concept for adults, but a lifelong journey for everyone. Inspired by Rosa's example, they began to explore their own interests, understanding that it was okay to carve out their own paths. They realized that independence was not about distancing themselves from family, but about growing into their own unique selves, which ultimately strengthened their bonds with Rosa and each other. As Rosa reflected on her transformation, she pondered the paradox of love. She understood that sometimes a little distance could actually bring people closer together. In her heart, she felt that by pursuing her own dreams, she was not pulling away from her family, but rather inviting them to join her in a dance of growth and discovery. Khalil Gibran's words echoed in her mind, "Let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of the heavens dance between you." This wisdom resonated deeply with her, reminding her that love could flourish even when paths diverged. Rosa celebrated this newfound understanding, feeling grateful for the way her journey had inspired her family. She saw how her daughter was blossoming and how her grandchildren were embracing their independence. In this beautiful cycle of love and growth, Rosa found joy in knowing that her transformation was not just her own, but a gift to those she cherished most. Together, they were learning that love, in all its forms, could thrive in the spaces they created for themselves. Rosa had always been a caring person, putting the needs of her family and friends before her own. But one day, she decided it was time to embrace her independence. This choice was not easy, but it filled her with a sense of freedom and purpose. As she began to explore new hobbies, take classes, and even travel alone, she noticed something remarkable happening around her. Her friends started to take notice of her changes. Inspired by Rosa's courage, they began to step out of their comfort zones too. One friend signed up for a painting class, while another started volunteering at a local shelter. They realized that if Rosa could take charge of her life, they could too. This small shift in their attitudes created a wave of positivity among them, encouraging each other to pursue their passions and dreams. Rosa's family also felt the impact of her decision. Her children, who had always seen her as the caretaker, began to appreciate her as an individual with her own desires and goals. They started to engage in deeper conversations with her, sharing their own aspirations and fears. This new dynamic brought them closer together, allowing them to support one another in ways they hadn't before. Rosa's journey showed them that it was okay to prioritize their own happiness, leading to healthier relationships within the family. Even her senior support group, Rosa's transformation sparked a change. The other members, who often felt stuck in their routines, began to open up about their own dreams and ambitions. They started planning outings and activities that they had long put off. Rosa's bravery became a beacon of hope, reminding them that aging does not mean giving up on life. Instead, it can be a time for growth and exploration. Margaret Mead once said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world." Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Rosa's journey exemplified this idea perfectly. Her decision to embrace independence not only changed her life, but also created a ripple effect that touched everyone around her. It showed how healthy family dynamics can flourish when individuals feel empowered to be themselves. Rosa aged with grace, proving that it is never too late to pursue a fulfilling life. As Rosa stood at the crossroads of her life, she felt a deep sense of clarity wash over her. She had spent so long trying to fit into the expectations of others, often losing sight of who she truly was. But now, she understood that living authentically meant embracing her independence and making choices that resonated with her heart. This realization was not just about breaking free from the past. It was about honoring her own journey and the unique path that lay ahead. Reflecting on the words of the philosopher Seneca, Rosa recognized that life can indeed be long if we know how to use it wisely. It's not merely about the number of years we accumulate, but how we fill those years with meaning and purpose. She realized that every moment spent in self-discovery and personal growth was a step toward a richer, more fulfilling life. As she thought about her family dynamics, Rosa felt a gentle urge to invite others to reflect on their own lives. She encouraged them to honor their autonomy while nurturing their relationships. It was possible to love deeply and still maintain a sense of self. By finding this balance, they could create connections that were not only strong, but also respectful of each person's individuality. With a heart full of hope, Rosa embraced the transformative power of balance and self-discovery. She understood that the journey ahead would not always be easy, but it would be worth it. Each step she took toward authenticity was a step toward a brighter future, not just for herself, but for those she loved. In this newfound freedom, she found inspiration, and she hoped others would too, as they navigated their own paths toward a life filled with purpose and joy. Thank you so much for joining us in exploring the fascinating science behind why our legs lose strength and agility as we age. We've delved into practical tips and actionable advice on how to maintain strong and healthy legs, ensuring that we can preserve our mobility and independence for years to come. Now that we've wrapped up this insightful discussion, let's shift gears and dive into a new topic that complements what we've just learned. Have you ever wondered about the role of balance and coordination in our overall physical health? In the next segment, we'll uncover some surprising connections and share strategies to enhance these vital skills as we age. So, stay tuned as we embark on this exciting journey together. James Wright was a man who had always found joy in the great outdoors. In his youth, he spent countless weekends hiking through lush forests and climbing rocky hills. The thrill of reaching a mountain peak and taking in the breathtaking views filled him with a sense of freedom and adventure. However, as the years went by, James noticed a change. His legs, once strong and capable, began to feel weak and tired. Simple walks that used to be effortless now left him breathless and frustrated. The emotional impact of losing his mobility weighed heavily on James. He felt a deep sense of loss, not just for the hikes he could no longer enjoy, but for the vibrant life he once led. Each step became a reminder of what he had lost, and he often found himself reminiscing about the trails he used to conquer. The joy of nature was replaced with feelings of sadness and isolation. He worried that he would never feel that sense of adventure again. Determined to understand what was happening to him, James decided to consult a healthcare professional. During his visit, he learned about the science of aging legs. The doctor explained that as people age, muscle mass and strength naturally decline. This process, known as sarcopenia, can make it harder to stay active. However, the doctor also shared some good news. It was possible to regain strength and vitality through proper nutrition and exercise. Inspired by this new knowledge, James began to make changes in his life. He started focusing on his diet, incorporating more fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins. He learned that the right nutrients could help rebuild his muscles and support his overall health. Alongside his new eating habits, he began a gentle exercise routine. At first, he focused on simple activities like walking and stretching. Gradually, he added strength training exercises that targeted his legs. As the weeks passed, James began to feel a difference. His legs grew stronger, and he found himself able to walk longer distances without feeling exhausted. The emotional weight he had carried started to lift as he rediscovered the joy of movement. With each step, he felt a spark of the adventurous spirit he thought he had lost forever. James's journey taught him that aging doesn't have to mean giving up on the things we love. With the right support, knowledge, and commitment to a healthier lifestyle, it is possible to regain strength and vitality. He became an inspiration to others, encouraging friends and family to embrace positive changes in their own lives. In the end, James realized that while the trails may have changed, the spirit of adventure was still alive within him. He looked forward to exploring new paths. Our legs are truly remarkable structures, acting as robust pillars that support our entire body weight and enable us to move through the world. Each leg is a complex assembly of bones, muscles, tendons, and ligaments, all working together in perfect harmony. The skeleton of the leg consists of several key bones, including the femur, tibia, and fibula, which form a sturdy framework. The femur, the longest bone in the body, is like a strong column, while the tibia and fibula provide stability and support. Surrounding these bones are powerful muscles that give our leg strength and agility. The quadriceps at the front of the thigh and the hamstrings at the back work in tandem to allow us to walk, run, jump, and climb. The calves, made up of the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles, help us push off the ground with each step. Together, these muscles are like a well-oiled machine, expending energy daily as we go about our lives, whether we are taking a leisurely stroll or sprinting to catch a bus. As we age, it is natural for our legs to undergo some changes. We may notice a gradual decline in strength and agility, making it a bit more challenging to perform activities we once did with ease. However, it's important to remember that maintaining leg health is entirely achievable through consistent habits. Simple exercises like walking, stretching, and strength training can help keep our legs strong and flexible. Incorporating these activities into our daily routine can make a significant difference, allowing us to continue enjoying the freedom of movement. So, while our legs may change over time, with a little care and attention, we can ensure they remain our steadfast pillars of mobility for many years to come. Daily habits play a crucial role in keeping our legs healthy. When we take care of our legs, we help ensure good blood circulation, strong muscles, and flexible joints. However, many of us spend long hours sitting, which can lead to several problems. Prolonged sitting slows down blood flow, making it harder for our legs to get the oxygen and nutrients they need. This can cause feelings of heaviness, swelling, and even pain in the legs. Poor posture while sitting can make things worse. Slouching or leaning forward can put extra pressure on our joints and muscles, leading to discomfort and stiffness. Over time, this can result in chronic pain and even long-term damage. Additionally, wearing high heels can also harm our leg health. High heels shift our body weight forward, which can strain our calves and lead to muscle imbalances. This can affect our balance and increase the risk of injuries. To keep our legs healthy, it's important to choose supportive footwear. Shoes with good arch support and cushioning can help reduce strain on our legs and joints. When selecting shoes, look for ones that fit well and provide stability. Avoid shoes that are too tight or have very high heels, as these can lead to discomfort and long-term issues. Incorporating movement into our daily routines is also essential. Simple actions like standing up and stretching every hour, taking short walks, or even doing leg exercises can make a big difference. These activities help improve blood circulation and keep our muscles strong. Even small changes, like using the stairs instead of the elevator or parking further away, can encourage more movement throughout the day. By being mindful of our daily habits, we can protect our leg health and prevent problems in the future. Taking care of our legs is not just about avoiding pain. It's about maintaining our overall well-being. With a few simple adjustments, we can enjoy healthier, happier legs for years to come. As we age, our bodies go through many changes, and our legs can be particularly affected. Genetics plays a significant role in how our muscles and bones develop over time. Some people may inherit genes that make them more prone to weaker muscles or less dense bones. This means that as they get older, they might find it harder to maintain strength and stability in their legs. Weaker muscles can lead to difficulties in walking, climbing stairs, or even standing for long periods, which can increase the risk of falls and injuries. In addition to genetics, nutrition is crucial for leg health. Certain nutrients are essential for keeping our bones and muscles strong. For example, calcium is vital for bone health. If the body does not get enough calcium, bones can become weak and brittle, making them more likely to break. Vitamin D is also important because it helps the body absorb calcium. Without enough vitamin D, even if someone consumes enough calcium, their bones may still suffer. Protein is another key nutrient that helps build and repair muscles. A lack of protein can lead to muscle loss, which can further weaken the legs. To maintain leg strength as we age, it is important to focus on a balanced diet that includes these essential nutrients. Eating foods rich in calcium, such as dairy products, leafy greens, and fortified foods, can help support bone health. Getting enough vitamin D can be achieved through sunlight exposure, fatty fish, and fortified foods. Including protein sources like lean meats, beans, nuts, and dairy in meals can help keep muscles strong. Making small changes to daily eating habits can have a big impact on leg health. For instance, adding a serving of vegetables to each meal or choosing a protein-rich snack can help ensure that the body gets the nutrients it needs. Staying active is also important, as regular exercise can strengthen muscles and improve balance, further supporting leg health. By understanding the role of genetics and nutrition in aging legs, individuals can take steps to maintain their strength and mobility as they grow older. Simple dietary changes, along with a commitment to staying active, can make a significant difference in how well our legs serve us throughout our lives. Regular exercise is very important for keeping our legs healthy. Engaging in activities like walking, swimming, and yoga can make a big difference in how our legs feel and function. When we exercise, we strengthen the muscles in our legs, which helps support our joints. Strong muscles can take some of the pressure off our joints, reducing the risk of pain and injury. Walking is a simple and effective way to get moving. It can be done almost anywhere and is easy to fit into our daily routines. Swimming is another great option because it is gentle on the joints while providing a full body workout. The water supports our body, making it easier to move and stretch. Yoga is also beneficial as it focuses on flexibility and balance, helping to improve our range of motion and reduce stiffness in the legs. Physical activity not only strengthens muscles, but also improves joint flexibility. This means that our legs can move more freely, making everyday tasks easier, like climbing stairs or getting up from a chair. Enhanced mobility is essential for maintaining independence as we age, allowing us to enjoy activities we love without discomfort. Before starting any new exercise routine, it is wise to consult with a healthcare provider. They can help us understand what types of activities are best for our individual health needs and ensure that we are exercising safely. By making regular exercise a part of our lives, we can preserve our leg health and enjoy a more active lifestyle. Chronic diseases like diabetes and arthritis can significantly affect leg health in various ways. Diabetes can lead to poor blood circulation, which means that the legs may not get enough oxygen and nutrients. This can cause symptoms like numbness, tingling, or pain in the legs. Over time, poor circulation can also lead to more serious issues, such as infections or even wounds that heal slowly. On the other hand, arthritis primarily affects the joints, including those in the legs. It can cause pain, stiffness, and swelling, making it difficult to move around comfortably. This can lead to a decrease in physical activity, which can further worsen circulation and overall leg health. Managing these conditions requires a team approach involving healthcare professionals. Regular checkups with doctors can help monitor blood sugar levels for those with diabetes and assess joint health for those with arthritis. It's important to follow a treatment plan that may include medications, physical therapy, or lifestyle changes. For example, maintaining a healthy diet can help control blood sugar levels and reduce inflammation in the joints. Staying active is also crucial. Gentle exercises like walking or swimming can improve circulation and strengthen the muscles around the joints, providing better support. In addition to medical care, patients can take proactive steps at home. Keeping the legs elevated when resting can help reduce swelling, and wearing comfortable shoes can ease joint pain. Staying hydrated and managing stress are also important, as they can impact overall health. By working closely with healthcare providers and making small, manageable changes in daily life, individuals can better manage their diabetes and arthritis, leading to improved leg health and a better quality of life. Maintaining a healthy weight is very important for reducing strain on our leg muscles and joints. When we carry extra weight, it puts more pressure on our legs, which can lead to pain and discomfort. This added strain can make it harder to move around and can increase the risk of injuries. By keeping our weight in a healthy range, we can help our legs stay strong and flexible, allowing us to enjoy activities like walking, running, or playing sports without discomfort. To achieve and maintain a healthy weight, there are several practical tips we can follow. First, it's helpful to eat a balanced diet that includes plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. These foods provide the nutrients our bodies need while keeping us feeling full and satisfied. It's also important to watch portion sizes, as eating too much of even healthy foods can lead to weight gain. Regular physical activity is another key part of maintaining a healthy weight. Finding activities that we enjoy, such as walking, swimming, or cycling, can make exercise feel less like a chore and more like fun. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise each week, which can be broken down into smaller sessions throughout the week. This not only helps with weight management, but also strengthens the muscles around our joints, providing better support. Staying hydrated is also essential. Drinking enough water can help control hunger and keep our bodies functioning well. Sometimes we might confuse thirst with hunger, so drinking water regularly can help us avoid unnecessary snacking. Getting enough sleep is another important factor. When we are well rested, we are more likely to make healthier food choices and have the energy to be active. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night to support overall health and weight management. Lastly, it's important to be patient and kind to ourselves. Weight management is a journey, and it's normal to have ups and downs. Setting realistic goals and celebrating small achievements can help keep us motivated. By focusing on these simple strategies, we can maintain a healthy weight, reduce strain on our leg muscles and joints, and support long-term leg resilience. This will allow us to stay active and enjoy life to the fullest. As we age, our legs can show various signs that may indicate changes in our health. One common issue is muscle atrophy, which means the muscles in our legs can become smaller and weaker over time. This can make it harder to walk or climb stairs. Joint discomfort is another problem many people face. As the joints wear down, they can become stiff and painful, making movement less enjoyable. You might also notice visible changes in your legs, such as varicose veins. These are swollen, twisted veins that can appear blue or dark purple and may cause discomfort. Edema or swelling can occur when fluid builds up in the legs, often making them feel heavy or tight. These changes can be concerning, but there are ways to manage them. One effective way to help your legs is through regular stretching. Gentle stretches can improve flexibility and blood flow, making it easier to move. It's also important to wear supportive footwear. Shoes that provide good arch support and cushioning can help reduce discomfort and prevent further issues. Taking movement breaks throughout the day is another helpful tip. Standing up, walking around, or even doing simple leg exercises can keep your blood circulating and reduce stiffness. If you notice persistent symptoms like pain, swelling, or significant changes in your legs, it's essential to consult a healthcare provider. They can help identify any underlying issues and suggest appropriate treatments. Taking care of your legs is important for maintaining mobility and overall health as you age. A healthy diet plays a crucial role in maintaining leg health, and certain nutrient-dense foods can provide significant benefits. Foods like nuts, deep-sea fish, and leafy greens are excellent choices that can help improve blood circulation, reduce inflammation, and strengthen bones and muscles. Nuts, such as almonds, walnuts, and pistachios, are packed with healthy fats, protein, and essential vitamins and minerals. They are known to support heart health, which is vital for good blood circulation. Improved circulation means that more oxygen and nutrients reach your legs, helping them feel stronger and more energized. Additionally, nuts contain antioxidants that can help reduce inflammation, which is important for preventing pain and discomfort in the legs. Deep-sea fish, like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats are known for their anti-inflammatory properties, which can help reduce swelling and pain in the legs. Omega-3s also support heart health, further enhancing blood flow. Moreover, deep-sea fish are a great source of protein, which is essential for building and repairing muscles, helping to keep your legs strong and functional. Leafy greens, such as spinach, kale, and Swiss chard, are loaded with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. They are particularly high in calcium and magnesium, which are important for bone health. Strong bones are essential for supporting your legs and preventing injuries. Leafy greens also contain antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that can help keep your legs feeling good and reduce the risk of chronic conditions. To integrate these foods into your daily meals, you can start by adding a handful of nuts to your breakfast cereal or yogurt. For lunch, consider making a salad with a variety of leafy greens, topped with grilled salmon or mackerel for a nutritious boost. You can also prepare a stir-fry with leafy greens and serve it alongside baked fish for dinner. Snacking on nuts throughout the day can help keep your energy levels up and provide essential nutrients. By including these nutrient-dense foods in your diet, you can support your leg health and overall well-being. Remember, a balanced diet rich in these foods can lead to improved circulation, reduced inflammation, and stronger bones and muscles, all of which are vital for keeping your legs healthy and active. As people age, maintaining balance and coordination becomes increasingly important to prevent falls and improve stability. Falls can lead to serious injuries, and many older adults experience a decline in strength and balance, making them more vulnerable. Engaging in balance and coordination exercises can help strengthen the legs and improve overall stability, which is essential for daily activities. Simple exercises can be very effective in enhancing balance. One such exercise is standing on one leg. This can be done by holding onto a sturdy chair or countertop for support. Start by lifting one leg off the ground and holding the position for a few seconds before switching to the other leg. Another great exercise is heel-to-toe walking. This involves placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other foot as you walk in a straight line. This helps improve coordination and balance. Additionally, practicing gentle Tai Chi movements can also be beneficial. Tai Chi focuses on slow, controlled movements that enhance balance and flexibility. Creating a safe living environment is just as important as exercising. Removing tripping hazards, such as loose rugs or clutter, can significantly reduce the risk of falls. Installing grab bars in the bathroom and ensuring good lighting throughout the home can also help older adults navigate their surroundings more safely. By combining balance exercises with a safe living space, older adults can greatly reduce their chances of falling and maintain their independence. In summary, balance and coordination exercises play a crucial role in preventing falls and improving stability in aging legs. Simple activities like standing on one leg, heel-to-toe walking, and Tai Chi can make a big difference. Alongside these exercises, ensuring a safe living environment is vital to minimize injury risks. By focusing on both aspects, older adults can enjoy a more active and secure lifestyle. Taking care of your legs is important for overall health and comfort. There are several simple strategies you can use to relieve tension, improve circulation, and enhance your leg health. One effective method is massage therapy. A gentle massage can help relax tight muscles, reduce soreness, and promote better blood flow. You can either visit a professional massage therapist or give yourself a soothing leg massage at home. Just use your hands to knead the muscles, focusing on areas that feel tight or sore. Another helpful technique is using hot compresses. Applying heat to your legs can help ease tension and improve circulation. You can use a warm towel or a heating pad, placing it on your legs for about 15 to 20 minutes. This warmth can soothe aching muscles and make you feel more comfortable. Incorporating these methods into your daily routine can be quite beneficial. For instance, after a long day of standing or walking, take a few minutes to massage your legs while watching TV or reading a book. You can also set aside time in the evening to relax with a hot compress, allowing your legs to unwind after a busy day. By making these simple practices a regular part of your life, you can enjoy better leg health and overall comfort. Remember, taking a little time for self-care can make a big difference in how you feel. So, try to include massage therapy and hot compresses in your routine, and notice how much better your legs can feel. Regular medical checkups are very important for keeping our legs healthy. Just like we take our cars for regular maintenance to avoid breakdowns, our bodies also need attention to catch any problems early. When we visit a doctor, they can check for any signs of issues that we might not notice ourselves. This is especially crucial for people who have a family history of leg-related conditions, such as varicose veins or circulation problems. By monitoring our leg health regularly, we can address any emerging issues promptly, which can prevent them from becoming more serious. Preventive measures play a key role in maintaining leg health. Simple actions like staying active, eating a balanced diet, and keeping a healthy weight can make a big difference. For those with a family history of leg issues, these steps are even more vital. They can help reduce the risk of developing similar problems. Additionally, wearing comfortable shoes and avoiding long periods of sitting or standing can also support leg health. In summary, regular checkups and preventive measures are essential for everyone, especially for those with a family history of leg conditions. By taking these steps, we can help ensure our legs stay strong and healthy for years to come. Aging is a natural part of life, and it can be a beautiful journey if we choose to embrace it with a positive attitude. When we think positively about getting older, we not only feel better emotionally, but we also help our bodies stay healthier. A good mindset can improve our physical well-being in many ways. For instance, when we believe that we can stay active and strong, we are more likely to engage in activities that keep our legs healthy, like walking, stretching, or even dancing. Taking care of our legs is important because they support us in everything we do. When we maintain a positive outlook, we are more motivated to take care of our bodies, which can lead to better leg health. This, in turn, helps us stay mobile and enjoy life to the fullest. Moreover, a positive attitude can boost our immune function. When we feel good about ourselves and our lives, our bodies respond by working more efficiently. This means that our immune system can fight off illnesses better, helping us stay healthy as we age. A strong immune system is essential for everyone, but it becomes even more important as we grow older. Additionally, a positive mindset supports our self-repair mechanisms. Our bodies have an amazing ability to heal and recover, but this process can be influenced by how we think and feel. When we approach aging with optimism, we encourage our bodies to repair themselves more effectively. This can lead to quicker recovery from injuries and a better overall sense of well-being. In conclusion, maintaining a positive attitude towards aging and leg health can significantly enhance our physical well-being. By believing in our ability to stay active and healthy, we can boost our immune function and support our body's natural repair processes. Embracing aging with joy and positivity not only enriches our lives but also fosters a healthier aging process. So let's celebrate each year with gratitude and a smile, knowing that our mindset plays a crucial role in how we age. As we age, it becomes increasingly important to take care of our legs to maintain strength and mobility. One of the key strategies is proper nutrition. Eating a balanced diet rich in vitamins, minerals, and protein helps support muscle health and bone strength. Foods like leafy greens, lean meats, fish, nuts, and whole grains can provide the nutrients our bodies need to stay strong. Regular exercise is another essential part of keeping our legs healthy.